Good afternoon, y'all. What's going on? I am Angelica with In God's Timing. Welcome on this Friday afternoon. Hope everyone is good today. All right, let me jump right on into it. So for this video, I want to be 1,000% transparent. Okay. Can I be honest? Can we talk? Can I be real with y'all? Okay. Hopefully we'll stay up on YouTube. We shall see. But anywho, I really didn't care to do this video today. Oh, I'm just like, I mentioned before yesterday and recently and over the past, I don't know, few videos or whatever, that this year is so different. Okay. This season, this year, everything, it is so different. Okay. It is, I won't say sucking the life out of me, but it is really taking me to another level of so many different things. But anywho, okay. So I am at a place where I'm very vocal. I am very in tune with my emotions. Okay. What's going on? I'm aware. Okay. So it's good sometimes to be able to express yourself. Right. So before I even get into my topic that I'm going to talk about today, or whatever, as I mentioned, like I said, I didn't care to do it, and more so because dealing with me, or I won't say pressure, kind of like pressure. Okay. Pressing in on me, applying pressure. Okay. In different areas. Kind of like I'm feeling things I've never felt before, emotionally, mentally. I'm be honest. I wanted to scream, go to the mountains and go at the top of the mountain and just scream. Okay. Because I tell people, uh, you do stuff because you want to and you choose to, but when you do stuff because, you kind of like you got to, when you got to go to work, you don't feel like going to work, but you got bills to pay, you got insurance, you got kids to take care of, a family, you got to go to work at the end of the day. Okay, so that's how it is for me with this. I feel. So I kind of, whined a little bit, talking to God. I didn't say it out loud, but, he know my thoughts. So in my mind, I was like, I don't want to. I don't want to be bothered today. I've been on one just a little bit. And as I said, being transparent, look, I was listening to my old school 90s music in the car earlier. I was listening to, who was it? Monica. Don't take it personal, right? So what triggered this video, I've already been working with women. So within God's timing, my focus area is family, okay? Keeping God first over everything. So that's the husband, the wife, the children. It's backwards, okay? I'm a single mother of 3, no husband yet. So, I'm having dialogue with God, like, Lord, what we doing? Where we going? Having my little moments, we do that sometimes, as people, like, what are we doing? And then I have my little, I guess, a little temper tantrum or whine a little bit, and then he deal with me, you finish? Now go to work. Now go to work, okay? So going against how I feel and my emotions, getting out my feelings, okay? When you got to go to work and you got something to do, you got to keep it moving. So with today, just with just different things going on. And then I know when I talk about certain things, I have the understanding that a test is going to come, all those different things. And I was thinking about earlier, would you really say yes if you knew what you was going to deal with, or what you were going to be fighting, or what, things that were going to occur or going to happen? I'll be honest, just being real with God and talking to him and in my feelings a little bit. I'm like, if I would have known I was going to deal with all this, I ain't going to say I wouldn't have said yes, but I'm just going to be honest. I probably would have, I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. But sometimes I feel like that, like, Lord, if you would have let me know, what we doing. Like, he doesn't do that. God is in the details. He doesn't tell you everything, right? He gives you bits and pieces and he say, go to work. And either you do it or you don't. So you have a choice. But where I'm at, and for some people, it's kind of like you got a choice, but you don't got a choice. Because if I don't do what he tell me to do, it's like stuff get chaotic, it gets stressful. I got bags under my eyes. You try not to look like what you're dealing with. And I'm just like, Lord, what we doing? Because I don't want to talk today. I'll be honest. I'm just going to be all the way 100. Okay, so I'm gonna be 1,000 a day. I'm gonna be 1,000. I'm on one. It's Friday. I said, Lord, I don't feel like it. You know, in my head, I don't feel like talking to nobody. I don't want to be bothered. You know, I had my little moment. I was crying. I was on my knees. You know, I'm just like, it was just, I felt drained. You know, I felt a little bit drained. There was just so much pressure being applied. Um, and I understand. I'm like, okay, Lord. And I said, this feel like kind of like a vlog a little bit, even though it's like a different kind. But I'm like, Lord, this is ministry. It feel like AA, feel like therapy. This feel like all kind of stuff right here. You know, just, I'm like, what is we doing? But anywho, let me stay on track. So as I mentioned, I didn't care to do the video, but I know it was for a reason. So even though I share, you know, my own stuff, I know it's for somebody else at the end of the day. And like I tell people, don't take light of that, because okay, all right, Lord. Because at the end of the day, it is what it is. But anywho, so he had been dealing with me. I already, you know, sometimes work with women or, you know, talk to different women and, you know, children, you know, men been led to me, all this different stuff or whatever. And like I said, I didn't start, you know, especially with women. I'll be honest, this is why I got triggered. Women funny acting. Women got their block. I don't care what race, color they are, okay? And, you know, coming from a woman, I'm just like, Lord, you drawing these women to me in their feelings and their special selves. And I'm just like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like dealing with it. I don't feel like talking to them. And you can say what you don't want to do. God's still going to do what he want to do. Okay, so these past couple of days, you know, I had some situations occur, which I guess was basically confirmation as far as him pushing me back into, okay, it's time for you to do something else with women again. I'm like, all right, Lord. It's just, I heard him, you know, I heard him, but I just kind of brushed it off a little bit. So the only thing about women is it's a lot of stuff. Women special. Everybody's special, but women got their block for real. Okay. I guess it's an underlying thing that we do unconsciously, but we always compete. You know, it's this like this, it's like women know what I'm talking about. They in their feelings all the time. You know, I'm emotional too, and I'm having my moment today. Sometimes it's like, get out your feelings. Okay. You know, can't even conversate with some of them because, or converse with some of them because they got too much going on. So, long story short, the past couple of days, I had two different situations happen. Um, and it's amazing how people, their feelings, you say something to them and they take it to heart. I don't bother anybody. I'm very vocal. I'm a people person, but I'm like that sweet and sour. I'm very sweet. Just don't rub me the wrong way. Okay, when you get to that point. So with some of these ladies, you know, it was a long day, you know, at work the past couple of days or whatever. Anywho, they like, you know what, Ruth, did you have a problem with me? You know, all in their feelings. You know, and I feel like, you know, you got something going on. I'm like, don't take it personal. It's okay. You know, some people can't handle, you know, that type of being truthful. Leave me alone. That's what I said. I don't feel like being bothered today. Go over there. Go over there. It's vice versa. But it gets to a time where it is a package deal with God. How he will use and work on every. The part that has baffled me is how he will work on you and work through you at the same time. Like I say, using myself as an example, even though I may cry, I don't feel like it, I may be dealing with stuff, it's for the greater good. It's not about you, right? You got work to do. It's a bigger purpose behind. So I titled this video Purposeful Relationships. So even when he was dealing with me with just different things as far as build, I'm connected to God. Every relationship, every person that I get connected to that's purposeful or fruitful, right? He's designed it. It's intentional. Okay. It was intended. It's on purpose. It's not by coincidence. Okay. So different relationships that I've had, different people that I've met, he's been allowing me to see that it was for a reason, in timing, right? You know, over the course of my life. And I guess the part just has been so surreal how quickly things have been moving. But then before it was like, but then I thought about it this morning, how God is allowing and doing stuff himself. Okay. How it may have been before, you know, because of my, you know, wrong and stuff that I did or not listening, following directions. What is it when you're doing the right thing? Striving or striding to do where the pressure comes. When you don't feel like it, it's because I got something greater in you. It's a greater purpose behind what you're doing. So because God is in the details, it doesn't make sense. It's baffling. Like what are we doing? So then as I deal with me, he'll with scriptures coming up in my head, I'm like, Lord, where we going? What we doing? He's like, I prepared a place for you. Where are we going? Sound like the kids. It was yesterday. I stopped to go get a pizza for my girls, right? And my 6-year-old, where we going? My just ride. Okay, just ride. Just ride. We want to know every little detail. We want to know every little thing, how we getting there, when we going to get there, what you going to do for us to get there. And God is not going to do all that. Then that's not us having faith. The biggest thing he dealt with me, and a reason why I didn't want to do this video, because he's allowing my vulnerability to show, right? When you end up being so strong, or you trying to keep it together, or, just whatever. And then too, who wants to talk on? So, I mean, some of y'all do. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Some people just like to be on social media all the time. But sometimes I don't. I don't feel like it. And I told the Lord when he sent me out, I'm like, I gotta be myself. Because when I first started doing these videos, I was very polished and computerized, and people tell me you gotta talk like this and you gotta do it like that, and this is not gonna draw people. And I'm like, look, I gotta be me. That's too much. I can't be this stereotypical social media person, because I'm not gonna do it like everybody else. I can only do it like Angelica. Okay, that's the only person I can do it like. You may take suggestions and stuff like that and advice, but I can't do it like everybody else. I'm not going to articulate my words like everybody. People, we put on this, and some people that's how they are. That's just their personality, their character. I'm not going to say everything how everybody else says it. I have to be myself. So even though with God pushing me out, I'm like, I'm going to go, I'm going to do what you're telling me to do, but I got to be me. I got to be honest. Can I be transparent? Can I keep it 1,000? And don't give me no spanking. This is